Robin from Canine Gentle Dental, and we're here today to make a video about brushing your dog's teeth at home. It's the most important thing that you're going to do for your dog's oral health, and it's really important that you do it on a regular basis, so I'm going to give you some tips to make it a little bit easier for you at home. So today we have a few doggies, and first off is Cha-Cha. She's my dog, and she gets her teeth brushed every day, so she's pretty experienced in the whole brushing, but we're gonna get started. So normally I'll sit down on the couch with her and I'll lift her up and just place her on her back in between my legs. It's easier with her because she's little, and it's also easier because she's done it so often that she allows me to do it pretty easily. But if you have a dog that's wiggly, you can wrap them up in a towel if they're smaller, and we'll show you how to do that in a little bit. I really recommend brushing with coconut oil. It's all natural, and the dogs tend to love the flavor of it, and it's really healing for their gums, and it's just good for them overall. So coconut oil is a great natural toothpaste for your dog. So you'll want to get your toothbrush. If you've ever had your teeth cleaned by us, we gave you a little infant toothbrush that you can use. It's nice and soft, and it's good to fit inside the little dog's mouth. So you'll take your coconut oil and you'll just use the back of the toothbrush to get a little bit on the brush, and you'll just put it into the palm of your hand, and the palm, the heat of your palm will melt the oil, and you can just work it into the brush. After you've worked it into the brush, you just want to take your dog's mouth and lift up the lip and just get a quick brush in there. You just want to lift up the cheek to get the toothbrush way in the back to make sure you're brushing their molars, and just work it in big circular motions so that you're stimulating the gums and cleaning the teeth at the same time. You want to then get the front teeth quickly, and if you can, open up their mouth and get the inside parts of the teeth. And that's it. It really should only take about 10 to 20 seconds, and you should be able to get the brush in there and move it around. And if you can do that every single day, you're going to be in a really good place. Make sure to give them lots of love and affection for being so good. And then you can let them up when they're nice and calm, and that's it. Okay, so here we have Piper. This is a friend's dog, and she gets her teeth brushed fairly regularly, but she's not always super cooperative, so we like to wrap her up in a little towel, and I'm going to show you how to do that with your dog, so that if your dog is having issues with the brushing, you can wrap them up at home. So you can use a small towel, or you can use even a larger pillowcase if your dog is really small, to wrap them up. You want something thin and light. It makes it a little bit easier for you. So you want to sit down on the couch or on your bed or wherever is comfortable, and have the dog in your lap facing away from you. You take the top corner of the towel and you just place it against their body so that their legs are down and are able to be wrapped. So you want to get the towel to come around their body, and it does take some practice. So if you don't get it in the first few tries, don't worry, you're not alone. It's going to take a little while and a little practice for you and for your dog before you kind of master the whole wrapping, but really you're not going to get any better until you practice, so keep trying. And you just want to basically wrap your dog up like a little sausage and get their legs in, and that way they can't fight as much when you have them on their back for the teeth cleaning. So once they're wrapped up, you want to make sure you have a hold of their bum and just place them down on their back in between your legs. Now you use your legs to hold them in place so that they can't flop to either side, and if they're really wiggly, just use your hands to hold them in place so that they don't have anywhere to go, and just stay that way until they're calm. If you're just getting started and your dog is having a lot of trouble, then have that be all that you do. Just get them comfortable on their back, and you practice yourself holding them there. Okay, so once you get your coconut oil on your toothbrush, you just want to lift up their lip and start with their canines, moving towards the back in big circular motions so that you're stimulating the gums and cleaning the teeth. And again on the other side, make sure to lift that lip and get the toothbrush way into the back. And then brush the front teeth. And then once you get better with the brushing, you'll want to start brushing the insides of the teeth as well. It's really important to keep those clean as well. So if you use your finger, you might want to wrap it up in maybe some paper towel, or if you have a Band-Aid or something that you want to put on it, just in case your dog tenses up and bites down. But I know that Piper is good, so I'll use my finger. And you just want to prop it into their mouth, in between their teeth, or in between their upper and lower teeth, right behind their canines. And that way you can get on the insides of the teeth. So you start with the front, brushing the insides of the canines and the incisors. And then if you put your finger down, straight down into their mouth, you can open it up and get the toothbrush down into the sides. Now this does take a little more practice, so if you can't do it right away, don't worry about it. But really you just want to get it inside and move it around to break up that soft plaque before it hardens into tartar. Alright, so we're going to try a larger dog. This is Sadie, and she's a little bit shy and a little bit nervous, but regardless of how your dog's demeanor is, it's really important to brush their teeth, so we're going to give it a shot with Sadie today. Hi, Sadie. So you do want to see, when you have a larger dog, you want to see if you can have someone come and help you. Sadie's not too big, but if you do have a large breed, having a second person is going to be really important, so that there's not a lot of struggling and you can just quickly lay them down and get to the brushing. Once they get more practiced at it, they are going to be better for you when they're comfortable with you, but because I don't know Sadie all that well, she's just a little bit more shy. So what you want to do is get the dog in between your legs, sitting away from you, or lying down if that's what they decide to do. And what you're going to do is you're going to lift up their body and then scoot their bum out. So if the person that's helping you is able to sit where Hannah's sitting, and they're able to grab a hold of the bum and the legs to help scoop the legs out, that would be great. And you just want to make sure you're holding the top of the body and just being aware of their head. Good, Sadie. Good. And that's really it. If the other person is there to help you, just to make sure that they are able to get the legs and pull them out when you lay them down. When the larger dog is laying down, again, you want to use your legs to keep them on their back, because you can't wrap up a larger dog. It's more important just to make sure that if they wiggle, you just keep your arms and your hands on their chest and try to keep them from flailing and getting too worked up. And that's it. Once you brush all the surfaces of the teeth, you can sit and give some belly rubs if you want, and then you can just let them up. There we go. And that's how you brush a big dog.